Hey everyone, Sean here, and today in this video, I wanted to quickly make a video regarding to the banner that's being held for the 5-star bow user that uses Hydro, Yelan. So Yelan is going to be featured in this banner along with the 4 stars, Barbara, Noelle, and Yanfei. But what's getting some people riled up about this banner in particular is not only because of Yelan, of course, but the 4 stars that are in this banner. I wanted to just voice my opinion on it real quick and how I feel about wishing on this banner overall and whether you should do that or not and all that in between. But before we get into that, please like and subscribe and be sure to turn on the YouTube notifications, because otherwise all that stuff is kind of pointless. So yeah, you can do that for your favorite YouTubers and all that fun stuff. So I really appreciate it if you guys can do that. And of course, hit the subscribe button if I haven't said already. So my overall opinion on this banner is that, or my overall view on this banner rather, is that yes, I am going to pull on this banner. I mean, it could be fun to pull more of Yanfei because she looks like a really fun character. I have not built her just yet. I only do have C0, I think, of Yanfei. She looks cool when she's attacked, so I do like her in that sense. Noelle, I already have a lot of her. In fact, I already have her C6. When it comes to Barbara, not so much as yet. So it will be helpful, sure, but it does make me feel that it could have been other exciting 4 stars in here. I, of course, can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I was for some reason thinking that Shinobu was going to be in this banner because, especially now, of the story. But I guess it makes a little more sense because, we have Arataki Ito again coming up in a rerun banner during part 2 of this update that is coming up very soon, which I am excited for. But yeah, part 2 is going to be where Kuki Shinobu will be showing up, which actually I'm honestly just as excited as trying to pull for Yelan, because I do want a electro support healer of sorts on my team. So and plus Kuki Shinobu looks really cool. She looks really cute. In some, at least in some aspects, and really cool again. So she's a ninja, so I can't help it. Got that nice green hair and the mask and everything, so that it really does add up to me really liking her aesthetically. But here, Yelan looks really cool aesthetically already, so I do want to pull her just because of that. I do like her character so far. I like her design. She's hot. She looks hot. I can't help it. She has the jacket cape, which I am a sucker for. Also, a huge sucker for that kind of trope or design trope for characters in anime and stuff like that in general, cartoons and whatever. So Yelan does check off a lot of things off my list for aesthetics in anime characters and stuff like that. So that's why I do want to pull for her, and her attacks look cool, and I do like her skill, her elemental skill, which is basically reminds me of Wraith from Apex Legends. I was about to say League of Legends. They all kind of just melts together at some point. Anyway, Yelan reminds me of her, so that's why I do like that, as well as the burst, which basically acts like Xingqiu's rain swords, which is also his elemental burst. So she pretty much is not only good in those departments of support and DPS, but she looks cool. You can build her either way, like I just mentioned, either for DPS or support damage, right? Because her kit is essentially leaning more towards damage rather than support, like Xingqiu. Xingqiu is more built for support, enabling Hydro and a little bit of healing, and also reducing damage coming in. So that's why he is definitely more support oriented rather than damage like Yelan is here. So there is a discernible difference, of course. There is a bit. There's quite a distinction between the two. Yes, they have similar things going, but at the end of the day, they are pretty different for roles. Now they are, yes, both Hydro enablers, one way or the other. So I guess you can look at it that way. By the way, I am gonna roll for her. Simply because Yelan looks cool. She looks awesome. I do want more Hydro DPS units, which is also why it could be helpful to have her, I guess, in that sense. Although it is more optimal for me to save someone like Kazuha, who hopefully will appear in a rerun banner at some point down the road. But I do want to also save up for Arataki Ito's rerun banner, because that will feature for sure Kuki Shinobu, and I do want her for sure. C0 will do it. I mean, at this point, I just want her, and having C0 would just satisfy me, and of course more of her will be only more helpful, and so yeah. So yes, for me, I will be rolling for Yelan, but should other people roll for her? That's really hard to say, because for me, in my situation, I just want to get the 5-star unit at this point. I don't really care for the 4-star units, because I already have all the 4-star units that are optimal, that are really good. And none of these ones are super needed, maybe except for Barbara. But other than that, just 1 out of 3 4-star units, maybe, because it depends on who you have on your team. But Barbara can already bring enough healing as is, so I think more constellations is just bonuses at this point. So you kind of don't need her in a sense ish. So that's why I don't know. It's like a half and half depending on where you are with Barbara. If you just build her right, she definitely can heal. If you want to build her for DPS, go right ahead, because it's been done before, and she can do damage, I guess, if you want to do it like that. But either way, it definitely does not warrant this to be a really good banner. I think there's just not enough 4 stars to really tickle the need to really go for this banner. It's not too optimal. Unless you really want Yelan, that's really up to you at the end of it. So that's like the gist of it. But when it comes to Noelle and Yanfei, you definitely don't need them, so to say. I guess if you really want Yanfei, cool. I do understand that. She looks a little more interesting. Noelle is, she's been there from the beginning. You do get her early on. And a lot of people got her C6 by at some point during the beginning of it too, because I think she appeared quite a bit, I think, in the past, and I did get her quite a bit in the past as well with my luck, even if she wasn't part of the focus of the 4 stars for each banner. I got her quite a bit, and so C6ing her was pretty easy for me, quote unquote, and that's how my RNG was. So that's my experience. Obviously not everyone has the same thing. So if you're just starting and you want any of these units, I guess, but then again, it's like, do you really want to? Because the only unit you kind of want is Barbara, but you kind of get Barbara free, I think, at some point, if I can recall correctly. But yeah, honestly, yeah, again, like that's 1 of 3 units, and you're gonna get Barbara anyway, through other means, like the story banner, which you do get free from a battle pass or whatever, and other like rewards and stuff like that, whatever happens. So yeah, again, this banner is kind of like really, really not optimal overall, I'm going to be honest. But for me, again, I'm going for Yelan. That's the goal for me. It sucks that none of the 4 stars are kind of like interesting enough, with the exception of Yanfei for me. Yeah, Barbara, Noelle, I don't really need them because I already have enough of Barbara constellations for her to be a decent healer at least, and Noelle, I don't really need her in general. So that's just how I feel. And I do feel, of course, that other people have similar feelings to it, for this banner. A lot of people have been kind of piecing their opinion about it, and it's not that great overall. It's the same thing for Xiao. Xiao and Yelan are sharing the same date and stuff like that. So there is going to be a double banner featuring Yelan and Xiao, so you can pick either one for who you want to summon. I think either one is not that bad. Xiao does great damage, and I'm sure Yelan will deliver the damage as well in her own way. So she is going to be based off of HP, So which is why there is the weapon banner also, which this time around is looking a little better because of what is in the 5-star slot. So if you already have Shao and you want to go for Yelan, you might get his weapon again, which is the Jaded Winged Spear. And while you might be chasing for the Aqua Simulacra, Simulacra, and that one is going to have a bonus when it comes to attack, but also a bonus based off of HP, which will increase more attack, I believe, or more damage overall, which is a little more niche and is leaning more towards someone like Yelan, but it could be another HP based bow user sometime in the future, so that could be a thing again in the future. So that's why I may actually go for this banner this time around if I have any leftover gems or primo gems, simply because the two of the 5 stars I wouldn't mind having. Let's look up the primordial jade spear real quick here of the bonus effect, and that one, oh yeah, the main stat is crit rate, so that's pretty good. So yeah, when you hit someone, it increases attack by 3.2%, 32%, for 6 seconds, and then you can do that 7 times in total. There is a 0.3 second increment in between. Yeah, so basically, I guess you don't lose the stacks. It didn't say you lose stacks when you leave the field or anything like that, so I guess the stacks are there until the battle is over, maybe. While in possession of the maximum possible stacks, damage dealt is increased by 12%, so definitely you'll get a 12% bonus just because, on top of what is it, over 21% damage, or 21% to attack over, pretty much, of increase. And yeah, my words are coming out in a funny way, but that's basically the Jade Spear. It could be good for any pole arm DPS unit in your arsenal. So hey, I'm pretty tempted for this one this time around. And yeah, so the Aqua Simlacra. Yeah, so it increases HP by 16%, and so that means that'll definitely help out Yelan, because Yelan's bonus is based off of HP, and that increases her attack. And when opponents are nearby, damage dealt by the wielder of this weapon is increased by 20%. This effect will be active when you're whether you're on field or not. So that means her elemental bursts will definitely be complemented by this weapon. So if you want just another bonus for Yelan, if you do pull for her, yeah, obviously pulling for this weapon, it won't be too bad, all things considered, especially if there is going to be another HP percent based bow user in the future, which is definitely possible. Whether it's a 4-star or 5-star, this weapon will be pretty good. It can cover those units, and plus the main stat is crit damage. So although the base attack is a little low, but that's because it's gonna make up for it when there are opponents nearby. So even if you don't get, if the HP bonus or increase bonus doesn't matter for whatever character is wielding it, you're still gonna get the 20% increase of damage for that character. That's not Yelan, basically. So I think it's a pretty good bow. It's not too bad. Not the craziest, of course, but it's not so bad. Because yeah, again, you'll get the 20% no matter what if there are opponents on the field. So that's actually pretty good, cool. So this could be pretty good for someone like Ganyu, because you can it'll definitely complement her elemental burst. It'll increase her damage no matter what, and gets more HP for a little more tankiness, I guess, if you want that for someone like Ganyu. Not too bad. Meanwhile, there is the Fading Twilight. That is during the event. that you can get for free if you do the event. That one is just going to be basically stacking up damage when this weapon hits. So you're just stacking up states, and that will increase all the way up to 14%, I think. And this is just refinement 1, so it'll only get better with more refinements. So pretty good, I should say, for a free 4-star bow. Recharge, or energy recharge for main stat. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so well, although you can't stack up real quick because it only happens between 7 seconds or something like that. Oh, but however, the character equipping this weapon can still trigger the state. Okay, so this is something still for Yelan because she does off-field damage as well. So along with other people as well. And so, I mean, it would work for someone like Yoimiya because she can also do off-field damage with the burst, I believe, right? So if that counts, that's going to be pretty good for her. It will complement her in some ways, and she's just constantly attacking anyway. So I don't, and it's not like the stacks will go away somewhere during battle. I think it's just it goes all the way to the end of the battle, and that should be good. So that is the gist of it. Yeah, so we have Shao right here as well. Not gonna say too much about Shao other than he's a good DPS 5-star Nemo unit. That's pretty much that. You definitely want to check in on his health because his stuff drains health, but or his burst in particular. But other than that, the 5-stars here aren't too bad, definitely, but the 4-stars are definitely questionable this time around. That's kind of the unfortunate thing. Otherwise, it would have been really fun to go for this banner. But it is what it is. For me, anyway, I'm just going for the 5-star. That's all I care about. And and whatever remaining gems I have, hopefully, I'll try to go for the weapons. I'll definitely lean more towards the bow, the Simulacra, because I think it'll be helpful for other units either way. Other than Yelan, of course. And yeah, so when it comes to Yelan, though, I do have soft pity. I'm back to soft pity because of what happened with Ayato, which was pretty funny and crazy. But that's just what it is. So I do have enough gems, free mode gems, to guarantee myself a 5-star of sorts. So hopefully I get her in a 50-50. Hopefully I win. If I don't, I am definitely tempted to try to burn the top-up bonus. So there's that too. So, but that'll probably be by the end of the banner. I'll try to like be optimal as possible. Because you just never know. And yeah, I'd rather try to be optimal with my money. I mean, I know it's like really tempting and all, but I don't know. We'll see. I may just burn to 50 at some point. I don't know, but we'll see. It'll depend on my temptation at the time of wishing on this banner, which will hopefully be, I believe, Tuesday, right? It should be this Tuesday, all the way up to the 21st of June. So yeah, so I'm just looking at my calendar. But anyway, that's all I got for the Yelan banner, and I guess the weapons as well as the Shao banner a little bit. So again, I am going to be wishing on Yelan just for Yelan. I don't care about the 4-star units. If I do get Barbara, oh well. If I do get Noelle, that's just more wishes for me. And if I get Yanfei, cool, because Yanfei looks pretty cool. So anyway, that's my my piece on it. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this banner? If you guys are excited for Yelan, are you guys going to go bonkers with this banner, or are you going to be really conservative on this one, or are you just not going to do it at all and save up for someone like, I don't know, Arataki Ito's banner, or the upcoming Kazuha banner down the road, because I think it's going to happen eventually, at least for 2.8 anyway. Hopefully that'll happen, because I do want Kazuha myself, along with Hazel. Hazel is a very, very exciting looking unit because he is going to be the melee catalyst user. So that's going to be really fun. So again, that'll be it. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and good luck on whoever is pulling for Yelan and or Xiao. So all right, good luck, guys. Hope you guys have them. Pull for them. May we all be havers of whatever units we get or want. So all right, see you next time. Sean out.